Do you know that names and language are powerful tools used in the preservation of culture and identity of a people? Do you know? Now, here is a video that contains a mentality of a typical Nigerian and a typical African. And this mentality cuts across all tribes in Nigeria. I'd like you to watch the video. I'll be back with you.
Many of us for will not get English name. Now let us give ourselves English name. Some of us will change our Rubo name because a kai de mu koko eh. They know we won't leave us so the king we I will know ya koko. Okupi kun. Ahoro. Aje kanwen. Apomedayin. Dear me right question. Go there question what come dear me right a good apo. Omoto joko. Omoko. As you e kai de wan mekiko o te won no de enwe no de odi imoniada jodoho. Which kind funny robo name when you know say they give your papa or they give you where you change by yourself
ta robo minuwado o ma vo wa minuwado isegware yeah. My robo people, you know, I've been wanting to address my own people for a very long time. You know, these are some of the colonial mindset, colonial mentality that pose the threat of extinction to the Urhobo language and by extension every other ethnic group or language in the Niger Delta. But we are not ready to come together to sensitize people on the danger that is contained in this practice, in this mentality. Because where I took the video from, the video had already garnered over 15,000 likes. And go to the comment section, people were busy praising this girl. Urhobo people were busy praising this girl. Instead of us to come together, sensitize people on the danger that is inside this particular thing right now, we are not interested. Now, Igbos, they have a problem. Once you reach Igbo, you see all our veil go stand up. We will not be Igbo. We've been able to prove today that we are not. Can we focus on the problems that are facing us right now? Can we? And for those of us who don't know, probably you know, maybe you are not operating in the consciousness of that you're knowing. Let me tell you now, name and language are two important medium of preserving culture, of preserving tradition, of preserving your identity. But in contemporary times, in the times that we are in, we are losing it already. And report has it that in the next 50 years, more than how many thousands of African languages will go into extinction. And we are seeing to that prophecy. We are working so hard so that prophecy or that report can come to pass. Are we not ashamed of ourselves? Now imagine the mentality. Now, okay, fine. The girl in the video is actually right. It's hard for you to see an Urhobo parent naming or giving their children English names. Okay, that's why you get to see our names are Ogene, and not like that. And again, I would like you to know that the Urhobos, they name their children based on the circumstances that occur during your childbirth. Do you understand? So that's the reason you get to see they will name somebody who does being probably the mother, you know, the pain of childbirth happened while they were close to dustbin or something. They will name somebody Okosio, which is maybe heavy rain was falling when they gave birth to you. On and on like that. So many instances like that. Do you understand? Now quickly, they gave you a name that you don't like. You did see another beautiful Urhobo name that you can give yourself. Maybe Ogen Efejiro. Beautiful names. So instead of my Urhobo people to give themselves other beautiful Urhobo names with good meaning, what we normally do, we jump into our colonial mentality mindset. That mindset that sees Urhobo names as rubbish, that sees our traditional names as nothing, our traditional languages as rubbish. We don't even want to speak them. Then we jump to associate ourselves with English people. I'd like you to know that it is not only in Nigeria or in Urhobo land you have terrible names. If you go to England, Australia, Austria, name them, Italy, they have terrible names. You like the English that you and I can easily relate with. Because if you see a French name with a bad meaning, you will not know. Now let's talk about the English people. You have people in football. You have people bearing stones. You have people bearing wood. You have people bearing terrible names. Rice. Did they change it? Even if they are going to change it, will a British man change its English name to an Urhobo name solely because the name is bad? At every given opportunity, we want to scream Britain. Britain is the source of our problem. Britain built a fraudulent Nigeria, and blah, 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 blah. No problem. Quite and good. But in recent times, if we decide to focus, redirect the camera on you right now, on Nigerians, you discover that we Nigerians, we have contributed immensely to the problems that Nigeria is passing through. Everything, inferiority complex is one major thing that is disturbing us. I know you want to say, oh, they made us hate our skin. They made us hate everything that has to do with us. They made us. Don't you have your own brain? Now you are now awoke. You now know that, okay, black is not bad. You now know that, okay, these names, this robo tradition, this, you need to keep it. Why are you not bearing another person's name? I have people living in Germany. A German man will not give an English name to his own child. An Italian man will not give an English name to his own child. A Roman man will not give an English name. Even same thing, the Englishman will not give a French name to his own child. But in Africa, what are we doing? What are we doing? And we are trying to make it look fine. We are trying to justify our terrible actions. Tomorrow to come now, you start blaming Britain. Because to blame is more or less like we have A1 in blame. If there is any subject called blame, Nigerians and Africans, we have A1 in that subject. I'm talking about this because it's not just Urobo alone. The entire Nigeria. I've happened to interface with teenagers. If you see the names that our parents, adults are giving to their children, and then we have the temerity and the guts to turn around and blame Britain. We blame Britain. On United Day, in my next video, I'm going to talk about the rift between the Igbos and the Yorubas and what caused it. So United Day, we know they pray and not people now.